Welcome back. It is the second semifinal. In the top left is the Protoss. He is classic.
And his opponent at the bottom right, playing for Storm Gaming, he's going to be the Red Terran player, GuMiho, who has been just absolutely amazing at this matchup. And what it's cool is, like, last week we got to witness BTSL finals. We got to see Joxy get cheesy with Protoss, right? Proxy all the things, including a bunker, and have a good time. But GuMiho, I feel, is a very much more straightforward player at the matchup, and I don't know if that comes with confidence or it's just objectively like a better play style. But watching him play Bio and watching him specifically fight back, obviously Neeb at the Ting finals was cool, but then just all the relentless Protoss players since then. There's even this one tournament run he did for, I want to say it was an Olimoleague, maybe. Is that what we always noted with M. Canning, where he played several really good Protoss players, like 4 or 5 best of 3s in a row, straight PVT, and he didn't drop a single map except one game to M. Canning.
He did play a lot of versus Protoss that day. I mean, GuMiho certainly has it in him to proxy and cheese, but he's been doing very well against Protoss just normal. And since he's facing Classic, and Classic plays a lot like Hero, which of course have to say that he probably won't be the cheesier of the two or the more all-in-y of the two. And Classic still plays a very good macro game, of course, but definitely has all the all-ins available to him. Not starting off with anything too suspicious. No Pylon Rush, no Proxy Stargate, although he's going to hide his probe even still. Might be for a Proxy Gateway of some type later. Maybe not. Stargate is on the way already. Maybe just checking for a Proxy Starport. I mean, GuMiho does occasionally do that. So, could be see a normal Adept Phoenix game. As he is going for a Stargate, that means that ups the chances of there being Phoenixes. And GuMiho, I'm sure, is going to be able to at least feel that out. He doesn't scout the Stargate with the Reaper, as it is. It's got some SimCity blocking it off. Don't want to get too close to a pylon after all. But you got to take a guess. Stargate's a good guess.
Speaking of guesses really quick, this board is filling up quick. And I would guesstimate 5 or 6 new subs would probably be enough for us to do a t-shirt giveaway, which would be really cool.
Cool.
So we got time before the finals. Just mention it and dropping it again. But of course, I hope you guys would consider buying one of those really awesome shirts down below. But for those who don't have the cash flow and have a lot of Partoofs, now's your time to cash in. If we do a giveaway, it will be done with Partoofs. It won't be like Bit Boss Battle. It won't be anything. It'll be for free. It'll be for everybody. It'll be through with Partoofs. But anyways, I guess my first thing I was looking at for Classic, like, what was this going to be? We've actually seen, out of a couple folks, the Robo play come back and lead to the 2 Colossus into the 2 Disruptors. And I like that. I like that a lot, especially considering how Phoenix Adept seems to have been figured out. Like, GuMiho is one of these guys who knows not to get over-aggressive when Phoenix are on the map. And he's not going to be sending up medevacs every 30 seconds to die in suicide and lose them. He's smart enough to play the game well, and that's why he's had so much PvT success.
Yeah. Oracle bothered to look for that Reaper instead of going across the map. GuMiho opened up kind of defensively, so it's a good thing, too. He's got Widow Mines and he has a Viking, so that Oracle probably wasn't going to live, or if it did live, it wasn't going to be very healthy. Wouldn't do very much anyway. Phoenixes are on the way, or Phoenix. Okay, yeah, Phoenixes officially now. And Twilight Council and Forge will be put down very, very soon. What am I? You sneaky.
I don't think he saw that either. There wasn't vision.
The probe. Yeah, the Nexus I don't think provides vision. Although, no, the pylon does.
The probe looked like it was like on the tail end of like not seeing it, but
I think the pylon provided enough vision, right? The Nexus building does not provide much vision at all, but not sneaky enough, GuMiho.
Yeah, I would say regardless, either way, he did deal with it. And now Classic, he's not really had to fend anything off. He's been just freely be able to leave that Chrono Boost on the Nexus, so his probe count's already looking to be fantastic. Third base will be saturated real quick. Yeah. But we do have all that tech just kind of being slapped down like a shotgun, right? You got this Forge starting up, you got the Twilight counts, you got the Robo. You're going to have a little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah. Yep. can definitely depend on Photon Overcharge and good Adept, Phoenix, even Oracle control to hold off most early attacks, especially because Classic also knew how GuMiho opened. It wasn't like a 3-racks opener that you're going to be surprised by a good set of Marines and Marauders. It was a 1-1-1, just a defensive 1-1-1 with a Viking instead of a medevac. GuMiho did go for tanks, which is something important to scout for, and I think Classic just saw that with his Phoenixes, otherwise he didn't quite know that was the case. And this is something that definitely a lot more Phoenixes will help out with. Just lifting those tanks out of the equation can be enough for the Adepts to work. And with Chrono Boost and the time it takes to get across the map, it looks like Classic's Resident Glazing +1 will be done. But, you know, it'll be close. 30 seconds, 60 seconds, like, very close, in fact. I mean, Classic, the tiniest little bit late, I feel. I think it's like 5 minutes. You want to slap it down or a little bit sooner. But that is just more that, you know, this attack is specifically supposed to hit before, and ideally do a lot of damage before Resident Glazing +1 is done. So you gotta buy some time, whether it's with the Oracle or the Phoenixes. It's already pretty scary. Stim is done, Combat Chills is finishing up, still 30 more seconds on the upgrades for Classic. Only one pylon? Oh, okay, there's a second one. That slow depowers everything important. Oh no! Oh, when I say everything important, I mean everything important. Even depowers the Twilight Council Resident Glaze upgrade, so even if he does end up pushing this back, it'll be at much greater losses than it was supposed to be. And he doesn't even push it back.
No, the Marines were just getting a little too out of hand. The tanks were lifting, crowd controlled, sure, but they didn't die, so GG.
Oh man, that was brutal.
You know what? Rewinding this back a little bit too. I gotta bring my hand. What's up, everybody?
I literally could have rewound it. Rewound it?
Oh yeah, that's true. The new rewind feature. I was gonna say I kind of forgot because it's been a while since we've seen Classic, but Classic was like right up there with Hero as far as being like a really cheesy Protoss player.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wondering if he just knows GuMiho's like so solid and so good at defending those cheeses that it's not worth doing. Because we actually, I think, would have noted otherwise that, like, yeah, standard play for Classic actually isn't so standard.
I mentioned that you can definitely play that way, and I still think it's within...
Pig! Sorry,
yes.
go on.
Thank you, Pig, for the 13-month resub. But I was going to say that it's certainly still within, you know, good reason that good Protosses should play out a couple of really strong macro games. But that one was not as strong. You know, it wasn't just the pylon being in the way, but I think he did start his production on his important upgrades a little bit late. So he had even more time to buy than usual. I mean, seriously, there's like 10 seconds when it comes to a pretty perfectly executed build from the Terran is a huge difference. Not quite enough to make up for that pylon, but let's also assume he got a second pylon on that production. Then it's the biggest difference.
I drew a pig the best I could, but I don't know how much that shows up because it looks all squished together.
No, I get what you went for. Thank you for finally... That's what you would expect when someone draws a pig that isn't, like, trying really hard. The chicken, not so much.
Well, pig is a pretty buff guy, right?
Please don't give it legs.
Oh, maybe I should have given it legs. I was going to give him arms flexing.
Okay, arms I can deal with. Legs I can't. Is Nugget around? No. Always feels bad.
You know what? I'm going to turn this not just into arms flexing. He's straight up taking a selfie.
Okay, you do your thing. In the top right, as the Blue Terran, he's up 1. It is GuMiho. Thank you to Noman Brain for the 19-month resub. Happy Tuesday. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you guys. I love you too. In a friendly way.
Happy Olimoleague. But thank you, nonetheless. His opponent at the bottom left. We'll see if he changes it up. This is a map for cheese, if I've ever seen one. It's going to be the Yellow Protoss Classic.
Classic might resort to his cheesier side of things. To have 2 gases all ready to go. And Proxima, for a time, like for a couple of weeks, it was always a proxy Stargate back here. That set off a little bit. That took a little too all-in for Protosses who play smart. I mean, Protoss can be cheesy little, you know, whatever, right? And everyone can hate any type of all-in from any race, but I really feel like Legacy of the Void has given more finesse to some of the all-ins. Okay, you open 28 depths and they don't expect it, and that's not based much on finesse. But the point is, I like watching, you know, the pylon into the Stargate, into an expand, into a double expand, because I think that requires a lot of micro and control, as well as really good macro, and that's what stuff like Hero does. But when it's just the proxy Stargate with a proxy gateway, that is more just like, I hope this works off of one base, and it's very brute force, and I feel like Hero and Classic have kind of moved away from that. But Classic is still proxying a Stargate. Remains to be seen if he'll commit to also a gateway, but GuMiho is also proxying a factory. This is more unfortunate for GuMiho. He won't have a Widowmine or a Cyclone to help with the front.
My concern, though, is that there also won't be any detection back at home for Classic.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny, isn't it? So the Mothership Core might just move across the map, too, because the thing is that maybe that bursts down the Widowmine. But if it's not at home, then it can't ever be possible, and in that case, I wonder which is stronger. The Widowmine's killing probes, or the Oracle and Mothership Adept combo killing both SCVs and Army? I'm really not sure. But GuMiho realizes it's on the way, so he's going to try and build a bunker. I think this is the right move. Engineering Bay would take too long to also build a turret. But that still means he has to take his SCVs away from the mineral line to save them.
Will it finish in time, though? I was crying at Oracle.
Oh, the bunker. Yeah, the bunker will finish. It's very close, though.
Alright. Well, we'll see if this holds. Of course, for the other side of the map, there's the equation here that it's not just the Widowmine, it's that Liberator. And all that thing has to do is target fire up on the Nexus, and with no Mothership Core at home, there's nothing to shoot it out of the sky. In fact, the Void Ray is going to be on the wrong side of the map.
So the Oracle has to be very cautious because, of course, Classic doesn't know it's proxied factory quite yet. He's missed this part of the base entirely in his scouting.
That's actually... That's really funny. But at the same time, GuMiho's losing a lot of the SCVs. I just pulled them away and wait for the energy, but Widowmine walks over. I can't believe
this is going to actually walk and do so much damage.
He lifts up the factory to bring this over, by the way, to increase the rate at which he can produce Widowmines here. I love it.
I mean, I noted how far that factory had, or the Widowmine had to walk across the map. In some of my words here, because it was so far away.
But something really important just happened, and that is the depot never finished back here. He has to build more of them, of course, and there's this harsh reality where he can't actually build more Widowmines, even if he'd like to.
Is building the barracks in front of the bunker really the wisest move? I was gonna say you might want a fuller surround of a repair.
Right, I was gonna say surface area is gonna be a big deal, and he pulls back to it now, tries to bait the Void Ray on over. This is a tough situation. He needs money. They can't really afford to mine. He needs supply more than anything else, but the Liberator's chasing around the Stalker. Widowmine comes in, and the probes are stacked.
This probe, this mineral line's so dead. Like, he could try his best to continue microing, but he's gonna mess up once or twice. He already messed up once. You know, we got 7 more probes killed by that first Widowmine.
I'm trying to think how this goes, but really, GuMiho can't get enough money to build enough Marines to take this on correctly.
There's no way he's gonna kill the factory. I know, it's so weird.
Cyclones out. That will definitely come out in time. He dropped supply at the depot. That's a little bit of a shame.
That's true. Gotta do what you gotta do. Classic is still mining, but not very much anymore.
I'm really concerned this Void Race might be able to break the bunker with prismatic alignment. Also, that Widowmine needs to reburrow. Oh god, he distracts successfully. Cyclone comes in, it's gonna kill the Stalkers.
Oh god, well, Cyclones are so good.
Oh no, he's gotta kill the other Stalker though.
Yeah, going for the probes instead. I mean, the Widowmine would have eventually gotten that.
What's the difference? The Widowmines can't shoot the buildings, but the Cyclones could have.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a very good point. Recall goes on the Void Rays.
Oh, this is a problem because now GuMiho can finally go back to mining, and there's not going to be mining. Widowmine! There's still Widowmines down here.
Oh Jesus! I was like, what? Where? Yeah, they're gonna go off eventually. Well, the thing is, Classic's gonna be winning 1 probe at a time and losing 1 probe at a time to the Widowmines. Oh, he's gonna finally clean them up.
Well, he can only reveal 1. He actually can't reach them both.
Just they're like barely far apart.
Oh my
so
stupid.
Brutal.
So, by the way, this is a much more regular game than I would have expected from Class.
Oh, for sure.
It got weird and crazy like this.
Yeah, I mean, GuMiho proxying a factory is also not too out of the... I mean, we mentioned both of these things in the last game, literally. So finally the starport's going to move back. Of course, the factory did officially die. Like, it's gone. It's not lifted, so no more Widowmines. But I think Classic losing all of his probes like he did, I mean, he'd have to control so perfectly. And then he would have only lost 6 probes in total. I think the Widowmines got 3 shots apiece or something like that. But there's no way that was ever going to happen. Not with what he had to do when they started them out.
Yeah, I think this is just...
It's over.
Done.
It's so stupid, but it's so over. Wait, yeah, it's over. The Vikings gonna get the last shot. One Marine at a time is gonna be able to work.
Spoopy.
Oh, Vikings are so good against stalkers.
Time warp. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That Viking is like 20 damage a shot against a stalker, for those who don't know. Like, it is a hard-hitting anti-mechanical unit.
Chi-chi.
GG.
So weird. That's 2-0 though for GuMiho. Well done. TvT in the grand finals.
Thank you very much to Carl Fishy for the brand new sub. Glad to have you on board with that Twitch Prime.
The smell. Fishy smell.
Look at the base trade brigade today, guys. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go to commercial break. The last series of the day is going to be best of 5 between Innovation and GuMiho, starting off on Blood Boil. See you soon.